I need to start fucking with that though, like, cause they got settings for colorblind shit, and I'm colorblind, so I wonder if it'll make a difference for me if I change my settings for it. But yeah, yeah, I'm trash, but the game has been decent, so I ain't having too big of a problem with it yet. Lost to Jeff last night. It's probably like, oh yeah, you were there.
Now the first
time
carry
in
for
years. I was
Doug
just
Martin.
bullshitting though.
And he's upended
Like,
after a gain of 2 out to the
around.
27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there,
like
that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Martin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down.
So you playing the trial, or did you end up buying like the superstar edition or whatever?
Working from the gun, it's caught. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I don't know what's up.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete.
Let me check something. Yeah, I haven't been.
It was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
I'm not a fan of like certain animation.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
This is gonna be some adjustment, getting used to like trying to open field.
Back to the ground, Martin. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, Parker, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his car on third down.
Yeah, I'd be out there looking real stupid.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
I don't know.
Peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
He's not Antonio Brown. just in general, or for like the different tiers, like so you won't have linebackers.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
I got you. This right, Chief. You're mine.
Oh yeah.
Throwing again, Carr.
On
the left side here, Wilson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Yeah, I thought I was
a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
The main takeaway from me, and I even noticed this in the beta, was, at least in the games I played, I haven't played a ton, but there's less fluke and
it'll take it back to about
I feel like if I lose a game,
line.
all the games I lost is like because I didn't do enough to win, because I fucked up. It wasn't because the computer bailed somebody out, you know?
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Like you have all types of momentum, and then you do one thing wrong, and it's like everything goes against you. See, I don't even need to do that. I just want to shift the D-line. But I'm used to that.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And connecting here with DJ Sharp.
Yeah, I need to.
8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Right, yeah, I had the same shit. I don't know if you saw it.
My goodness.
I had this really good play action against Jeff, and I had the dude wide open on the corner, but like I did that the touch pass, and he just
now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Chance that I might get hit when catching the ball, I need to do that possession catch, because like I dropped some of these damn passes like after catching it, like either using the rack.
Here's Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 5 yards on the touchdown run, and the Raiders add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
From getting
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go. I got you. Let him know.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Yeah, it was like
14-0 the score. This is the
18
NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's nice. 2nd and 3. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, that's big.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Yeah. I need to figure out
ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And off comes to Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
What down? 180.
Here's Carr. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Well, they go with a tight end carry, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Down! You 180! I'm coming for you, son! I'm coming for you, son!
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Like a freight train off the edge. Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Now.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Watch it. 6-6, pull it high. Easy, kill. Hey, Haywood.
Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Josh Allen showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yo, 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 yo.
Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 734. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He can run for it, and he will. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Even when I log into my Twitch, do my
PS4, it's now 17-0.
I don't know, like it makes
so the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Was Alex
Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. The open man is Westbrook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Foles. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Jags get to him as time goes. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the
tight end
sack.
was wide open, yeah. That's who you're throwing to.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. But what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, D.
Now Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's now 3rd and
3. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Luke Wilson, as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
I had a couple, like, of those linebacker picks last night from Jeff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I'm more apt to
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Now it seems like that. I'm right there.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
One of the reasons I'm probably going to win this game is I'll be up too damn late playing because kids don't go to sleep until way later than they should. And while they up, I can't do shit.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Bandit, bandit. Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Yeah.
Here's Foles. Looking deep downfield.
Oh,
and
boy.
That will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, he took him off the drive a little bit.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Purple 64. Don't let him breathe, defense. Mike 50. Move. There we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. What? Kill. Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
I try to get Antonio Brown involved because I haven't seen what happens when he gets his expected thing. I've been a victim of many defensive ends getting that shit. They just become unblockable.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Yep.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence.
Like, you'll get
found the hole in the zone,
animated
made sure the
into
quarterback
some
saw him,
like,
and was able to make the sure catch.
And sometimes it works out for you
because
like sometimes you'll be going
so
down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side of the tight end to Shaughnessy.
I see that a lot where they like turn back into the ball.
He gets three. They stop him for only three that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on fourth down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on fourth down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback there to make the play defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard
that was the first read, but when I saw what you did with
gain of 36 on third down.
Shit, you gonna give it to me? Oh, okay, yeah.
Shotgun now for Carr. And
like
he
that
took
shit,
that in
he was covered. He took like 5 yards back.
A gain of 6 there on first. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
Yeah,
and the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
What is 12, 12. 54, watch 54. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's on one. Deuce.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And the Raiders have got him. LaMarcus Joyner picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
Oh, that was on you. That was on me.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Get that ball. Mike 51, Mike 51. You gonna see me in your
This is a favorable matchup you have here.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. LaMarcus Joyner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Safety Carl Joseph there to knock that one away. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
I ain't used to having a top-tier receiver.
They'll run Martin, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
Keep going right at him. Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. No gain on the play there, second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect. Let your quarterback.
He's got him in. Complete.
That out is still
and we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Yeah, that was a good.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I can take
to throw again on second down. Foles. The Conley's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Okay, that's what you're running.
Here's second and 8. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
All right, here it is.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
They should play, because this is cover 2,
slow
so
clap
he has
on
the
me.
sideline and deep half.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Because the corner dropped back deep enough.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, again.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Never had one with a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run.
me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.
What up, man?
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. Not truly cold as chill. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes. They know it's real. Yeah, been this way right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing. I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch a skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hey, 180! 54, right, 54. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Two jet. You got tape.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 71 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles 7, Raiders 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
637.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. They'll wind up getting 10 back as Ed sets them up for third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Let's go, D. Right, Alpha. 51. Yeah, let's get sandwich. 51.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Carr to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Down,
14-0 the score. And 11. Throwing again on second down. Carr, and he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check. Great 15. Hey, orbit.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football, Down he goes.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
After the sack on first down, Wentz, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, Mike 51, 46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Carr again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Carr will try it again on second down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
That's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We taking wins home based on travel. Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Right, here we go. 120. Check.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. We have hit. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Carr going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. For Brown, that's his 5th catch. So 5 catches over 50 yards. You might as well set your watch to that. He does it every game.
Think about 2013. The only player in NFL history to have at least 5 catches and at least 50 yards in every single game in an NFL.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Carr completes it. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 64 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lefty. Check.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. Right side caught by Jackson. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Pushes over it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 42 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Eagles 28, Raiders 10. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Carr now to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Eagles 35, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check pass, check pass.
Now Carr to try again after the pick-6. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
On first down, it's Howard. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go. Back. Waiting. Ramp.
51's Mike. Mike 50.
Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first and goal, Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Corky, 82, Corky.
Mike 51.
Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brian Grant, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
To throw again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10. Now Carr. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Hey, Ford Tokyo! Mike's 54! Mike's 54! Come
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. To throw is Carr. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Malik Jackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get off the train track.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To try again after the sack. Carr, and the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Carr. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coach...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
first kick 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Down! 280!
Here we go. Double time, double time.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Carr. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. They give to Martin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
was hating, no they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, no they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm PPP time to bring the bass back. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in.